There we go. Okay, I got the chat up.
I'm telling him, are we live? He goes,
We're
yeah,
coming
we're
in.
live.
We're coming in, guys. Give us a second here. We're having a little too much fun. All right, let me bring our music down a little bit. All right, and here we go. Welcome everyone. Welcome. We do have a few people in chat. Thanks for joining us, guys. Oh, I always hate that. I always hate that delay. Let's make sure we got audio. We got audio there. Yeti mic. We got Michael here from Getting Out in Life. Was also at the GoKit Challenge. And we've got Kelly and Scott, who were the beginning coordinators of the GoKit Challenge. So kind of the two heads that run it all, and we did an interview with them a couple of weeks back, so everyone should know them. What I'd like to do is first introduce Mike. He's to my left. See, I blurred my background because this way it looks like we're in two different locations.
Shh.
But he's actually he's actually on a webcam right next to me. You can do radio QSOs like DX and distance, or you can have your friends come over and do QSOs just side by side on chairs.
I figured I would save a little bandwidth for you guys.
Yeah, there you go. It's probably that little bit of bandwidth we're saving is probably all that's keeping this thing running. We'll see if this is the test of my computer system to see if it'll work. But thanks guys for joining us. Thanks guys in the chat. Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay, so you have to forgive me guys because I've got two teenagers. Well, they're adults now, but they're playing video games on their computers, and we're running this multi-stream, so it's gonna weigh my system and internet down. But anyway, Kelly, Scott, welcome. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm still tired.
I'm doing pretty good tonight. We just got to keep it short. 5 o'clock comes awful early tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll keep it really short. Just a quick discussion on it, and just to kind of make those who didn't show up jealous, and maybe next year they'll show up. So, anything with you, Scott?
I didn't hear.
Oh, sorry. Anything with you today? Anything new since the?
Just tired, man. I'm wore out.
Okay. All right. Let's get to it then. We're gonna go. Let me minimize everybody so we can see more of our screen. So hopefully you guys can see that now. It's the GoKit Challenge. And if one of you just want to do a quick, 30-second overview of what it is for anybody that may not know, and then we'll go into the photos and kind of just discuss it. And it looks like Scott's pointing to Kelly. So Kelly, you're up.
It looks like Scott is pointing to me. So this was our 6th annual GoKit Challenge, and it was a lot of fun. I was really pleased with the number of people that came out. The crowd was down just a little bit from last year, but I think we can blame the rain for that. Everything went really kind of according to plan, believe it or not. Not that we had a big plan, but we were able to have the huge pavilion. So when the rain and we started out with a mist about halfway through. And so some of the guys started taking down their equipment. They brought it back up to the pavilion. They set everything back up so we could still take a look at their kits, even though they.
Excellent. Scott's nodding his head. I 100% agree. Michael?
I just have fun going to this event every year because not only do I get material or content to film for YouTube, which I enjoy doing, but it's amazing the ingenuity of these kits that come out, and I see something new every year. And I was very impressed with a couple items out there, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But it's just fun. It's fun to go out there. It's fun to learn new things to do, and it's fun to hang out with your friends. And there's a lot of ribbing and just good times out there.
Yep, I agree. It's my favorite event, even more so than Winter Field Day and all that. I know I'm not one of the main, like you two guys. I know you're a lot more busy with this event than I am, but sometimes field day events end up becoming so stressful. Setup, breakdown, all that kind of planning. This one just is a lot more casual. I know you guys pull the heavy load, but it's my favorite event. So hopefully it keeps building. Yeah, and that's I think that's what helps. Yeah. Yeah, I don't normally get up at 6 in the morning, and that's I'm not an early bird, so that's early for me. I can't believe you guys get up at 4 and 5 or whatever, but we all got to do. Oh, it says Kelly dropped out. Kelly, are you still there? I see you.
I see him.
All right, hopefully he'll pop back up for somebody. Oh, Frank from Ham Radio Wilderness says your audio dropped when you were explaining it.
Ooh. Well,
Maybe.
it may have been our end because I didn't have any drops whatsoever.
All right. Cliff, did you hear Kelly's 30, 40-second review there, or did the audio drop out for you as well? No audio from Scott or Kelly. I know why. How about now?
Hello.
Hello.
I think we got you guys now.
How's it sound? Let us know in the chat if you can hear him on YouTube.
Okay, this is Kelly, KC5AMT.
Kelly.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Test.
Yeah, that was the problem. I see the meters going now.
Saying he dropped. So Cliff, you still can't hear him? This is new software we're trying for the first time.
Yeah, I'm trying a video import site that allows individual videos.
Now good. Okay, now we're good.
Okay,
All
now
right.
good. Okay, well, I'll start over.
Try it
if you
again,
want me.
Kelly. Sorry.
So this was our 6th annual event with it's been, yesterday was really successful. I thought we had 68 people all present. We had, I think it was 16 kits that were presented. The crowd was a little smaller than what we might have anticipated, but I think that's more due to the weather than anything else. I think Scott and I were more concerned. Scott was worried it was going to be too many people. I was worried it was going to be too few, or maybe it was the other way around. Either way, we were both a little nervous about what the attendance was going to be like, and it turned out just perfect. We had just the right number of people. We had enough space for everybody to present their GoKits. We had a light mist start about halfway through the event, so a lot of the guys that set up out in the field, they started breaking down their equipment, bringing it up into the pavilion, set their equipment back up. That way people could still be able to look at what they had and talk about why they made the decisions they made on what they had in their kits. So all in all, I thought it was a very successful event. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to next year.
All right. That take 2, I think, worked out good. I don't think Michael and I need to say anything because I think our audio was fine. So plan on it again next year. It'll be in March, everyone, and just keep an eye on the website and make sure you come out next year. Maybe even bring out a GoKit or mobile. We need more mobiles.
Yeah.
Bring some more mobiles out.
If you've got a good, clean mobile install, and it doesn't have to be a humongous fancy install with a whole bunch of radios and meters and gadgets and weather monitoring equipment, that's all fine and cool. But just for people to get to see how you routed your cables, how you mounted your control head, how you mounted the radio and ran the cable to the control head, those kind of things make a huge difference, especially for newer hams that are trying to figure out, well, how do I want to do this, and what are some of my options? And that's really what we want to do, is make sure people have ideas and options and learn from one another.
Yep. It's the name of the game, and I think that's why there's not as much stress, because like Scott said earlier, it's casual. We're just there to have fun. All right, let's real quick here. I'm not going to pull it up because I don't want to ruin his video, but if you guys want, let's see. Jason, Mike, and Frank, the 3 YouTubers were there. They will have videos out. Digital Rancher was there too. He put a short video out this morning, just like maybe a 1-minute highlight video. Frank Jason and Mike's videos will be out probably tomorrow and later this week. But if you want to check it out now, go to Getting Out in Life. That's Michael's channel to my left. And he's already posted it. So this is his first video. If you go to Getting Out in Life, it's got the globe here. Click on his first video after the stream, and you can watch his video and check out some of the GoKits. All right, we're gonna go to the photos. We're not gonna go too late because I don't want to keep these guys up. So I don't know all the information about these. I didn't do individual interviews for my stream or my video that I'll post later. I just kind of went through and just kind of showed everything. I did a short time lapse. I think Michael did a time lapse, and just kind of a brief summary of stuff. Yeah, Mike was exhausted. He was doing a lot of driving, and he didn't get much sleep either, I don't think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you guys want, I don't know, or if you, Michael, or if someone has more information on all these kits, wants to go over what you thought was cool about it. Maybe not this guy back here. That's the coolest one back here in the back. But
You mean what, the plaid shirt? That guy's awesome. I heard he's real cool.
so if you guys, we'll go through the photos, and if you guys got something you liked about these, just pipe up and we'll go over them real quick.
I like that on my key. That's a pretty cool key.
dig how Coleman got on the video and got on pictures, but you never see his face. You see his call sign in his hand and his kid.
He was pretty stealthy this year. He was on my video last year.
Yep, he saw me taking the picture, and as soon as he saw that camera, he put his head way down so that all you saw was the hat. But yeah, that's Coleman, KO5Z. He was doing CW. That's his little bug right there.
Yeah, check that out.
That's homemade right there.
That's just by touch, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just two plates, one on each side, and I think, and there's no moving part there.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right. So anyway, so that's Coleman.
So that was pretty cool. He must be avoiding the facial recognition future.
I think that's what it is. Yes.
I don't know who this guy's. Kind of a nobody.
Yeah.
Some people may recognize this guy. His name is Mike. He's K8MRD, and I can spoil who the first place winner was, and that was him. So the Hamburg Cup took a trip down to Houston, or to Huntsville rather. So good deal there.
And he's got a YouTube channel. I think he's got like 39,000 subscribers.
Yeah, he's got a lot.
He's got a YouTube channel?
Yes, he does.
He's
pretty big one.
He's all right.
He's all right.
I think that he won because of the loud box on that other
yeah, those speakers right there. If you can hover over them,
put that thing up
right here.
Those speakers right there. Those are Kicker speakers.
Yeah,
those are
Everybody
Kicker
had
brand.
that speaker when he fired it up the 2 or 3 times he did.
Yeah.
It
He
was
had
great.
2 GoKits to present. One of them was an HF GoKit, and that GoKit was connected to
Right
a
here.
portable speaker box mounted in
Right here.
an ammo can.
Yep.
So it's got a little Bluetooth sensor in it and Bluetooth equalizer, and that's how he pumped out the music and pumped out the audio from the HF rig. And then he's also got a VHF, UHF rig in the other case.
Right back
What
here.
wasn't he working like 20 meters on that little whip?
Yes.
Yeah.
that blew my mind a little bit.
That was ridiculous because I built
Crazy. I could not believe it.
I built
That
that.
was hilarious because Frank scoped the antenna a little bit later and tried to make contacts on the same band. Frank didn't have a tuner. So
Yeah,
it's really
see-
what he did.
Yeah.
If you can see this on the video, guys, that little yellow whip right here,
Orange.
or orangish yellow, it's very thin. He was making 20-meter contacts with that. And what irritates me was I built an end-fed half wave. I'm stringing a wire up way into the tree, and I could have just had a little whip. But I'm sure he'll go into details on that.
Yes, he talks,
Okay.
and I don't recall the radio model that he was using, but yeah,
it was
he was
the
saying
G90, I think.
okay, but he was saying that it'll tune a wet noodle, and sure enough, he decided to hook that up, and it tuned it. It took a little while to get the tune.
Yep.
He got it.
So people that badmouth the G90, I think Mike's proven it very useful radio.
Yes.
And I think he blared out some Metallica, so that got people's attention as well.
That right there will get you some tickets.
I could never tell. It was just
Do I'm assuming we have a photo of everybody on this. I haven't gone through to see, but
I can't promise you that everybody got photographed,
okay.
but there are a lot.
He had a
So-
nice setup here, man pack, but if we get to him later, we'll talk about it. He had a small telescopic whip
Mm-hmm.
with a little coil, a 20 meter and a 40 meter coil, and the whip extended up. And those would have actually fit in my kit, which was just a bag. So
Yeah.
he had a pretty good, and he had the mesh tastic right here. So if we don't get a closer view of his, he's got a little mesh tastic node or whatever you call that.
And he told me the name of that antenna. I didn't make it in my video, but it was like an AXT by, what's that company? It starts with an E that makes the little QRP rigs.
I can't remember.
Yeah. If you know, let me know down in the comments there.
Yeah, maybe somebody knows here. Frank may know.
It's
It's those little QRP rigs. It's not the one I got. It's
X. Oh, what is it?
SDX.
No. Good gosh, I'm
It's
bad
the
about this
Are
lately.
you talking about the Elecraft KX?
Elecraft, yes, it's
Oh,
Elecraft
okay.
ATX or something like that. There you go. It started with an E. I got that.
So mine, I think there's another picture later, but in case there's not, and this way we can finish quick if Kelly needs to leave. I'll just explain mine real quick. This little canvas bag, I got this True SDX, and I thought, I'm not entering my mobile this year. Yeah, the guys online got it. And so I thought I'll just see how small of a GoKit or Go bag in my case I could make. So I took the True SDX. I made an infed halfway with the QRP guys kit, and here's a like a $6 CW key I got on Amazon or eBay that you just put together, and I have the Nano VNA, a 6 amp hour battery, and it all fits in my little canvas bag. So I made it. It was pretty small. I was proud of it. I didn't make contacts, so I wasn't concerned. I did it more for fun and for show.
And if you wanted to know, the empanadas were really good. You can see that big belly right there.
Yeah, this is from Empanadas.
The empanadajoint.com. There.
And we got a shout out to Dale. He's the guy for our club that does all the food, some delicious chili. I think this time was coffee and chocolate. So
But
Dale,
yeah.
shout out to you.
Yeah, I ate more than my share of empanadas there. They were delicious.
And this is Roger, last year's winner.
And by the way, Roger is making some ham radio signs, on the air signs, the LED light up ones. So if you're interested in that, watch my video. It has all the contact details there for that.
What do you guys want to talk about this Roger setup?
Sure. So Roger was last year's winner, and you see that voting booth sitting there. That's what he won with last year, which was really cool. So in that kit is just VHF, UHF radio. On the ground, he's got another kit set up, and it's got his HF rig in it. And he had a really nice, clean setup. I was pretty impressed with it. And I think one of the real impressive parts is the way he reuses surplus material from other things. And that's, I don't want to say he's a cheap ham, but he's really good at repurposing.
He's resourceful.
He is.
He's
very
like Lee Norip, who's Silent Key. He's very resourceful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see on Michael's video, which I watched earlier on Getting Out in Life, the thing I like about Roger's stuff is it's so clean. It's so neat. He's got his call sign etched in there. Everything's just so neat and clean. Well, so was Kate MRD's. Mike's was good as well, but Roger's attention to detail and the neatness is always impressive to me.
Mm-hmm.
But he actually had his antenna stand was actually 16, 18 feet tall, so that's not completely built there. But he didn't have to use as much guide just by using that survey equipment there.
Yeah, tripod.
Stanson. Survey Stanson?
Yeah, it's from Survey. Yeah.
So this is David's setup, and this is at the very beginning. This is the Scott. Tell us the name of that mast.
Blue Sky. This is the 2-inch.
Okay, the 2-inch Blue Sky mast. So he's just in the process of getting everything set up, but I like that it was down low to the ground. I was able to get a picture of that. There's some pictures later on of his setup a little bit more.
There's a special sky hook right there at the top of the tripod.
Where's it?
Yes,
On
there
that,
is.
just right at the top of the tripod.
Right. Oh, here.
One-
That's right. That was the extra
one
thick
of a
one, right?
kind. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a one of
Okay.
a kind.
Custom designed.
So
Yep.
yeah. So Scott, what's your website again?
Thehamstop.com.
Hamstop.com. You can get these sky hooks. So take a look at it. An ingenious way that he's crafted to utilize military masts, and I can't explain it, but you could put pulleys on it and raise things. You can hook antennas to it. You can do all sorts of stuff. So hamstop.com. Check out Scott's website. All right, there's Roger again. I'm not sure what that look on his face is. It maybe got him by surprise.
It's probably one of those "Why are you taking my picture?" looks.
Yeah. Didn't you get enough?
Yeah, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Now remember, was it 2 or 3 years ago? He had, I think it was Roger, wasn't it? In the plumb line roll-up things was his counterpoise wires.
Yes.
Yeah. And the little plumb chalk line things, he put counterpoise or ground radials, and he'd
Yep.
roll them out and connect them. It was pretty ingenious too. All right, let's move on here.
That's our mascot.
We got a shout out to the daughter and the ladies.
So that's Kathy and Kathy. They were the ones handing out tickets this time and making sure everybody got registered, explaining the rules to everyone. They did a really great job, and very grateful for all the volunteers that helped us out, because believe me, Scott and I don't do
No.
we don't do
What
squat.
would have happened if it was
We don't do nothing.
Nice.
We just get other people to help us out.
And I guess we were expecting a lot more people. I see a bunch of red cups there in that bag.
There were a bunch of red cups, and believe it or not, there was another stack of cups back behind the table, because I didn't realize that one of the volunteers was already bringing cups.
Oh.
Well, I think the potential rain probably kept a few away, maybe people further away that kind of didn't want to waste the day, but it's too bad because it turned out really good, I think.
And it's always better to have more than less, because
Yeah,
you got next year.
there's the Hamburg cup and the little cup. Here's some of the prizes.
Yeah.
And Heidi's not, Scott's YL is missing from this photo. Hopefully we'll get one. There she is.
There she is.
There's
This
Heidi.
is our parking czar.
She was entertaining Kevin because he was getting really
Yeah.
bored with only one vehicle parked out there.
Kevin is
Yeah.
the K5LRK president, and he was the parking czar.
Ultimately, he made her park her car in stall number 2.
We
Yeah.
did, because we only had one entry, and we were like, "Okay, pull your car over here. It's right there. Pull it over."
What was funny is she put her cup right up under the windshield wiper. She did get votes.
Did she really? That's funny.
And
Yeah.
I think the car was locked.
Yes, it was.
So here's where maybe they just like the car. It is a nice car. This is where the mobiles were going to be parked. Only one, and then Heidi's, were there. So we didn't take up the space. So you guys got to bring your mobiles next time.
I don't think I got a picture of the mobile entry.
Oh, I know
Hey,
Michael's video.
it's in the
has it.
video.
In the
Okay.
video. If we could have pushed Bubba across the street while Paul wasn't looking, we would have.
Yeah, I could have pulled it up, I guess. I didn't
So
see this one.
Yeah, this
So
one
this
was
is
off in the
Frank's setup.
distance.
That's Frank Jennings.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
way down at the bottom of the hill.
What?
He needed a.
Well,
he
he
needed
said
a place
that was
with a
the
tree.
only dry spot he could find.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was all wet, and he didn't want to throw his lineup into a wet tree.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
But anyway,
but Frank was the president of Laura,
Oh,
just
okay.
by the way. So go ahead, Kelly. Sorry.
Oh, he changes this setup every year, but it's basically the same thing. Everything that you see in this photograph, plus his antenna.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's neat about his setup though is, everybody thinks about getting the radio ready to go, but he's also got survival gear there. He has a shelter, but he also has food and water in his pack. So he can deploy for a longer period of time because he has a way to sustain himself.
I didn't
Same
realize
with the lost Kelly again on audio.
No,
What?
for some reason, it keeps muting up on that my third monitor, and I just unmuted it, so you should be good again.
Oh, okay.
It takes about a 10-second delay, so they'll start hearing you again. But anyway, what he was saying was this is all enclosed and all fits into the backpack. So it's a very clean, simple, small footprint, and 100% usable GoKit, POTA, and all sorts. You can do anything with this.
Yeah.
They should be hearing you again, so we'll skip through some of these that we've. He's got his mast up here, so there's the mast.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for.
Okay, here. So I forgot his name. He was right next to me too. Jeez. It's not Dan. So he had this. I didn't see this at first, but he unfolded this and connected it and made one of these little, probably 2-meter Yagis. If someone in chat can remind me, or maybe he's in chat. I don't think he knows my channel. Frank
So
59.
that antenna that he has, if you remember the old boom boxes and the antenna would collapse down and then fold over, that's what he's got attached to this. So you can adjust the width or the length of those antennas to get to the frequency that you want to be at. Mm-hmm. So he was trying to do a satellite connection there, so he had him set up. I think he was set up at 2 meters to try and catch that.
Daryl, is that you, Daryl?
Daryl or just D?
Or are you? Because I know D. Paul is Daryl. If that's you, Daryl, then I'm an idiot. Because Daryl he's probably, besides Michael, has been in my live streams more than anybody since it's fairly
Alexa,
new.
stop.
Yeah, so.
Alexa, turn off the lights.
I don't have her hooked up to all of that.
I got Lee one afternoon on a net that way. He was yelling at Alexa. In the
my gosh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's Daryl.
Turn off the lights. These lights went out. It was great.
I didn't even put 2 and 2 together yesterday, Daryl. Man, yeah, I'm an idiot. So yeah, he was right next to me. He's been in my live streams next to Michael and maybe Scott more than anybody. So his other antennas, I don't think he used them though. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, Daryl, but because you had the little 20 and 40 meter telescopic ones, so I don't recall if he used those or not. I used the 20 for a little bit, but
there's another shot of him in there with the bigger antenna.
Okay, and then there's that Meshtastic little node thing.
Meshtastic.
Let's go past here a few.
So Daryl, the more important question: which hot sauce do you have there?
Yeah, he's got the hot sauce. When he said the hot sauce, I just put 2 and 2 together and realized that's Daryl. All right, we'll find another one with your big one, big antenna. Mike, tell me about you. Oh, okay. Did you do this one already?
Yeah, this is David Strickland's. This is a shot after he got it raised.
Okay, so he got it up in the air.
Yeah.
He had like a 5,000 amp hour battery.
Yes.
This thing was freaking heavy.
And
Wow.
got a power supply there that he said it was a medical grade power supply, so its RFI is extremely low.
Oh, that'd be great. That's a great idea. Scorpion pepper Tabasco. That was Daryl's stuff.
Yeah. I need to try that one.
But yeah, he had a good setup here. He's protected from the elements, but it was a lot more. He has the wagon wheelbarrow thing, and
Yes.
a little more setup there, but a nice setup overall.
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Pure
Sine wave,
1,000
1,000 watts.
Okay.
That's nice.
And okay, so this is the Digital Rancher who.
That's a digital rancher. Okay.
Yeah, I think I was just too busy in my mind, didn't put 2 and 2 together. I filmed him the entire pass on this satellite, and he was hearing somebody, and they didn't come back to him. I was really hoping to record him making a satellite contact because I see that so we rarely see that, and it was after the fact. I think what was it, Crash Courses stream maybe. I realized it was it was the Digital Rancher, and so I felt like an idiot last night as well. So now I feel like an idiot tonight with Daryl too. But yeah,
You
it
did a
was
fantastic job, Paul.
yeah. I'm batting 1,000 here. Hey, Ape, welcome, man. So yeah, that's it's always cool to see these. I used to have this arrow. I sold it because I just couldn't get that setup down. I really wanted to do satellite, but couldn't do it. So I got a lot of video of him. I'll put it in my video when I post it. There he is again. He was drawing quite a crowd. I think Frank Tank Radio shows up and starts getting in everybody else's shots like he likes to do. Oh, okay. We're going to go on to the plaques. So these are the plaques. This is a new design. The committee designed these and had these etched. Was that? Could you guys tell us more about this real quick? Who did all the work and all that?
So this was by Scott N5FKU. He designed it and he did the plaques for us. Did a fantastic job. The plaques turned out really, really nice.
Did Roger do the overall design, and then Scott did the?
Oh,
Yeah.
and that may have been it.
Yeah. Roger did the rasterite, whatever that's called, design. Yeah, I remember. He did really good with the Jeep and the kit and everything.
Yeah.
SVG, that's it.
So that's what each. Let's see. I've got this. This was the first year. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. Oh yeah, I don't have the. So that's what I got. And they got mobile here. Yeah, that was before we had the license plate, which we'll show later. And then so we did the logo, and they did the logo and got it pretty cool looking. Yeah, good to see Ape. Let's go to a blurry shot of Kelly. Okay, so now you're about to do the awards. So
Yeah. So you see there, that's the Hamburg Cup. Let's see.
can I zoom in on that? Let me try this.
I don't know.
There we go.
No, there you go. So there's the Hamburg Cup and the plaque. We had a funny little deal go on with that Hamburg Cup this year. Had a meeting, and Roger Carver, of course, was last year's winner, so he had possession of the cup, and he brought it to the meeting for us. And you'll see in a minute, there's a little bitty cup. So Roger told us as we got there, he said, guys, something happened to the Hamburg Cup. I don't want to talk about it, but I got this as a replacement. We'll see it in a minute because that ended up becoming the cup for the 50 and over winner.
Yeah, we got punked.
Yeah.
We fell for it hook, line, and sinker. It was really funny.
So then the dog tag each year will be attached to the winner of each year, and then you carry the cup for a year.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see if we get the little cup next year.
And the tradition
this is okay. So yeah, this is Mike trying to act surprised.
That was hilarious on video.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it is.
liked me.
he knew he had a nice setup. He's
You
like,
really,
"What?
really
No
love
way!"
me.
And then he says that. Like,
I thought he was gonna put Kelly in a big bear hug there.
It was Sally Field, right? In the Academy Award, he was imitating.
He did a good job.
That was hilarious. So Mike wins the big Hamburg Cup. He gets the plaque and bragging rights. I'm sure he'll talk about it on his video. So that was kind of cool. He did have a really nice setup, and and the Bluetooth speakers, kicker speakers in an ammo box. That blew me away, man. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And next, go ahead.
Hey, this is Cliff. Cliff is on our chat there.
Yeah. There you go, Cliff.
And, so Cliff took the 50 and over category. So I don't know if we can zoom in and see me handing him the cup.
With that size cup, I might need about 5 times more zoom, but I can't do it. You guys can hopefully see
The
the
circle
cup
around
there.
right there, yeah.
So
it's a
he took
teacup.
that. He says on the chat that it's over his fireplace. So that's pretty awesome.
Now-
Really glad to see. Now, here's the thing that got me. Cliff brought a crew from over near Paris, coming out of Detroit.
Yeah.
And the fact that somebody makes that much of a trip, and the same thing for Mike, K8MRD, coming from down around Huntsville. the fact that we've had people come from such far distances. Somebody said there was someone from Tyler, but I don't know who that
I
was.
met the guy from Tyler. That and Heidi
Okay.
said that there was another group that was there that only 2 or 3 showed up.
Uh-huh.
They had planned to bring 9 people, but 7 of them backed out that morning because they were thinking maybe they aren't going to do it because of weather. So
Oh.
next year we're going to put the come rain or shine, we're there.
Yeah, I had to laugh because McKinney Amateur Radio had a bunch of people there, and I heard him say as I was passing by, I said, "Well, we're all here. Why don't we have a club meeting?"
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, Kelly, Cliff just asked, "Is that over 50 because of age?"
That's what everybody thinks, right?
You know,
It's over 50 megahertz.
So yeah,
50
But
megahertz
I'll
and
tell you what, I was very his was one of my 2 favorites, and I was very impressed with it because his entire home ham shack is in a Milwaukee pack out system, and he could throw that thing into his truck, and if there is a shelter that is put in place at a school, his entire ham shack is now in that shelter. And he doesn't even need to operate it. He just starts it and leaves, and he may need to go do his job if there's a storm damage because of the type of job he has. Cliff,
Mike does a really good job going through his kit with him.
yeah. Watch the video. You'll be impressed. If you're emergency management, you'll be very impressed with that kit.
And I got to thinking, that kit right there, that is a perfect CommT kit. Because not only does it have the radio equipment, but also it's got the equipment there to troubleshoot if he runs into problems or if he needs to add something different. So it's a very well-rounded kit and would be perfect for a CommT.
I'm hoping there's a picture later. If not, I think I've got a picture on a video I could try to pull up when we're finished.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty intense kit there, Cliff. Everybody loved it. A mobile QTH basically.
Well, maybe your bandwidth is improved. We might be able to show that section of the video.
I might be able to do it. So congrats again, Cliff. You got the plaque as well. And then go ahead on this one. Whoever.
So this is Jim, K5VZ. He's the president of the Louisville Amateur Radio Association. He was our mobile winner. It's hard to lose when you're the only one, but hey, when you pull up in a full motorhome and you are completely out of the weather, you can't help but win. So I was very and the setup. He said it was really neat because Winnebago already had ports, so they didn't have to do any drilling. So that was really good to hear. So anyway, it was a Dodge Ram Winnebago, clean installation, really nice. I was very impressed. The operating station is centrally located, easy to operate. There's a table right in front of it that's movable. So you can be sitting there. You can have multiple operators or somebody that's operating and somebody else that's taking logs and that kind of stuff. So very good setup. I really liked seeing that.
Yeah, I can totally. And his was my other favorite. I mean, it was. You're comfortable. You got your fridge there. You got your toilet right around the corner.
Pretty much.
And you're just sitting there, just making DX contacts all day long.
Yeah.
I mean,
in comfort. Air conditioning, heat, a soft. I mean, it's beautiful.
Beer clock.
Yeah, I did cover a little bit in my video of his van.
Those of you that go out and do POTA and carry the backpack and go off in the wilderness, he pulls up in the parking lot, screws the antenna back up on the roof, and he's on the air. So and living in the lap of luxury. So while you guys are out there this summer getting mosquito bitten and sunburned, he's going to have the air conditioner going. Just remember that.
I told him he needs to get the ATAS with that 991.
He was
that might be a good.
So he told me he was headed to HRO to buy the ATAS. Got over there and bought his 991 and realized how much he'd spent on the motorhome and the 991. Bought him up toys, and I'll use ham sticks instead.
Yeah, but what's a couple $100 more?
And that's fine for now.
$400.
Yeah,
more.
the ATAS is an amazing mobile antenna. So then we gave away a Wushan or Wuxin 6 UVD, I forget.
Yeah, something like that.
And then
the TYT-88.
The TYT, and then a couple of head flashlights, and she won the Coho case.
Yes.
Yep.
And just for those, we'll have this one up for a bit. For those of you guys interested, if you saw that Coho case, Costco has them. I've got 3 of them. I'm going to have them in my Jeep for the future mobile GoKit. Costco has them now, and they've added a strap to them, so they're a little easier to carry. So whether it's like a GoKit itself, it's watertight. Koho brand is really tough, but they're $50, and now they've got a strap on them, and they've got inside the lid. They've got some mesh bags. There's 2 trays. It's pretty cool if you want to do some kind of a GoKit with it. So $50, it's a lot cheaper than a Pelican.
Yeah, Cliff. The mobile is in the video if you want to see the mobile.
Yeah,
We'll see
Mike,
if
he's got it.
this is going to be
Now,
frustrating.
well done.
Oh, here
All
we
right.
go.
Very nice RV. I can go on and on for our.
Back at the beginning. Right at the very beginning.
Oh, is it the very beginning? Beginning?
Yeah, that's the first place Michael went.
I don't
Right.
want.
Yeah, I kind of gravitate towards the RVs.
I don't want to ruin his video for the viewers on his channel, Getting Out in Life. Yeah, so that's beautiful, man.
And it fits in a parking space, so you can go anywhere.
There's the ham stick.
Yeah.
And I do have, I put pictures of yours, Cliff, on Josh's Discord the night, was it last night, I think? I put a couple pictures up, screenshots. I guess it had to be last night.
And one of the things that we're telling everybody, if you took pictures at the GoKit Challenge, we would love to add them to the gallery. It's all going to end up over on our webpage. But if you want to email those to me so that I'll just add them to the album, send them over to our webmaster, and Jim's our webmaster. Send them over to him. That way he can get them posted up on the website. But my email address is kc5amt@gmail.com. So you can go ahead, and if you took any pictures at GoKit Challenge, go ahead and send them to us. That way we can put them up.
So you can see his clean install here. This just goes to show, yeah, this is a nice, livable type mobile, but you don't have to have a big fancy mobile setup. Just bring a mobile out and pull it up, and let's, show people how you installed it, like he said earlier, how you ran the wires or whatever. And let's get some more mobile entries. But yeah, that was beautiful. Magnetic bug screen, which was pretty cool. I'd like to get that on my garage.
That was neat. They do make those, Paul.
I know, for the garage, I'm sure. So that's my little kit there. We'll go past that. I'm trying to find Cliff's on Michael's video. Oh, here. I was going to show you this. So Michael mentioned earlier about Roger making these lights. See that little light right there? AE5's EZ Roger, he makes those. And so if you watch Michael's video, I think he gives the email or something.
Yeah, the email's in this part of the video.
Yeah.
And it's at the end of the video. Yeah, watch it the after part of the credits.
Yeah.
You'll get a lot more information after you see my drive home.
Yeah, he makes those and he sells those. So
I've got mine right there on the desk.
let's see.
The end of my finger.
Okay, here we go. Let's
Yeah,
look at
I got
Cliff's.
mine in the bedroom. It's got my nightlight right now.
So here's Cliff's. Oh, I guess I need to hit play. So if I could have had him on voice, it was a struggle enough getting the 4 of us on. Beautiful setup up top. He's got the VHF, UHF, I think on the left he's here. This is I'm not as good with ICOM. Which ICOM is this? 705?
That's 7. I'm blanking out. It's the D-Star version. It's the Sony 100. Is that correct, Cliff? And yes, Cliff, please send Kelly pictures. He would love to have
that'd
them
be
for the
great,
GoKit Challenge website.
So opens it up, and I remember him in the video here saying, if it gets warm, he can always crack it and let the air go through.
But he said he's never had to crack it. He's never had to open it because it got too warm in there. Because the right side, the fan was doing intake, and the left side was doing exhaust. And
yeah,
okay.
You could see it there if you look right there on the side. There's an intake, I think, and then the outgo here on this side, so the air flows through it.
So it's a 7100, and the VHF UHF is a 2730A.
Yeah, real thought out. Thanks, Cliff. I'm just not as good on the ICOMs. The power section is what I am impressed with. But check out the whole video. I don't want to stay too long. I know Kelly is tired. Scott, we're all tired, and Kelly's got to get up early. I know, but look at. I just want you to at least see that. Look at that, Cliff. That's amazing.
100 amp hour battery under there.
100 amp hour.
100
amp hour.
Yes. In fact, there's plugs on the side where he's got an inverter where you can start plugging stuff into it.
Which 100 amp hour battery did you use?
Cliff, let us know which amp hour, which battery you used on that. I guess what the model or whatever. And watch the GoKitChallenge.org. We'll get his pictures posted as soon as he gets them to him.
I brought 100 amp hours this year. That's what I had on mine. Because somebody wiped out my battery last year with a heater.
I was like, hey.
Somebody, yeah.
I know we missed.
We didn't need heaters this year. I was very pleased.
That somebody wasn't me or Kelly.
No.
We didn't have any photos of Tank Radio Frank, and I think it's here.
Yeah.
So there's Tank Radio, Frank's setup. I always like these bags. This kit's Tech Prepper has this style as well. I love his videos. I think this is the 10, right? Or the 710. I think it's the 10. And I've always loved it. He brought this before. I love that see-through box battery.
In fact, go up a couple frames there.
A couple more.
Yeah. Just a little bit more.
Because it's not very long. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's right. You go to the. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. That is awesome. CQ POTA Tank Radio.
I just love that it's see-through. I love that stuff. That's cool. And then back to the vehicle.
Yeah, can you tell like RVs?
Here's me and Frank talking. Oh, Frank's doing my interview. I saw Mike there.
Two of them circling one another this year.
This is just Mike doing my interview, and then Kelly going back through. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to ruin the whole video. So guys, check out Getting Out in Life.
And if you haven't already, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to Paul's channel, please subscribe to that one as well.
And I'm gonna end it with this. Oh, there's that thing again.
Yeah, you gotta go backwards a little bit.
So there's where you order
Very
it.
good.
And I got to end on this. That's his channel. And where is it? There we go.
Yeah.
That's right, boys. 2 years in a row.
Boba.
Okay, the funny. Okay, so Paul did give me a gift of 2 lavaliers. I couldn't use them. I did a live stream. I wish I had the lavaliers because the sound in front of my phone is not very good as it is on the back side of it. But what's funny was Paul got those and figured out he got the iPhone, so he gave them to me. That was the gift. And he had them for his Android. So he pinned one on Kelly. But Paul was doing his live stream, and he and I walked out to the parking lot to take this picture. And we're sitting there talking, and not knowing that we were talking on the live stream the whole way out.
On the live stream, you can see the mic on.
It was like a Leslie Nielsen moment, you know. I'm glad I didn't say anything bad about anything. So
once I get the transmission fixed and all that, I'll redo it. It's it's one of the projects, and that's like any of these Go kits, in my opinion, is make new ones or build the one you've got or reconfigure the one you've got, whether it's mobile or backpack or in a Pelican. It's just fun. Just have fun with it, you know. And I love the mobile one because I love Jeeps, and so I was trying to enjoy the license plate trophy for a few more moments.
Yeah. So if you'll see right there, I have 514 subscribers. I need to get that number over 1,000. So please subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to Michael.
Please subscribe to him as well. He does some great content, and it's a lot of fun, especially when he goes over to Japan. And
I'll be going to Japan's Hamcom next August. Yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. This might be my record. It's fairly new. I do a 30-minute stream, usually 30 minutes, 40 minutes every Sunday night. Eventually, maybe want to work it to where we do more podcasts and people come in and discuss like the other ham radio guys do on other nights. It just gives us another night to get together and chat. I like the camaraderie. I like the community we have. That's what I like about our winter field days. That's what I like about GoKit Challenge, right? We get to hang out with everybody, meet new people, and not realize we're meeting people that we've been talking to for a couple months in chat or other places.
Texas State Parks on the Air.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming up quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be our last thing because I know you got to go. And guys, remember this: Texas State Parks on the Air, tspota.org. Our club runs this, and it's a Parks on the Air focusing on Texas State Parks. So April 20th and 21st, check it out. And you can go to any other park, but then try to contact some of the Texas State Parks, and then you can submit your log to us. And this is where our club gets to go out. We camp together, you know, hang out by the fire together, and enjoy our contest. So check that out as well, everybody.
And if you're wanting to join our club, we're going to be at Audubon State Park, which is part of Lake Ray Roberts. Lots of fun. We always have a load of fun every year. So come out and join us.
All right, Scott, what's your website? What do you want to plug here?
Thehamstop.com.
Hamstop.com. Lift up one of your beautiful.
You haven't even seen these yet. They
Oh,
have not
let me,
even hit the laser. They
here.
just arrived Friday.
Let's try that a little bit bigger.
They're not even on the website yet.
Beautiful military mast connectors for antennas and all sorts of things. So
This
check
is the
those out.
Fleet D.
All right, Kelly, any last words? Thanks for all you guys do, by the way, for
You know,
this.
I noticed in the video that the little one, our mascot, made an appearance during the award ceremony. I really am working on getting her trained that when I'm up doing presentations and stuff, that she's not supposed to come running up to talk to me. But
Or at least you have to turn around and face the camera.
That's like Edison on
it
Josh's.
just hasn't happened.
Edison always runs up in Josh's streams and he was showing his Pokemon. Just a basket full of Pokemon, like no organization. It's hilarious.
Oh,
But thanks, guys, for all you do. And Michael, getting out in life. Thanks for coming. He stopped by. I said, "Hey, can I get you on the video tonight?" He goes, "No, why don't I just drive over?" So he came by. I had to scramble and set up another headset for him because it's usually just me. But
Well, I was afraid my computers at home wouldn't be able to handle this, so we're
right.
learning the new software.
I got one more thing.
Go ahead,
Let's
Kelly.
go ahead. Mark your calendars for. It's not on my calendar.
Ham
Yeah.
Expo.
Ham Expo.
oh, that's
It's
right,
in June.
DFW.
It's like. Is it the
It's usually
14th?
like the second weekend in June.
Hold a second, I'm pulling it up.
Okay, pull it up. Anyway, it's DFWHamExpo.com, I believe.
It's in 88 days, 10 hours, 6 minutes, and 44, 43, 44 seconds.
He's got the countdown calendar.
That's June 14th and 15th. That's the only mall in Louisville. And again, that is www.dfwhamexpo.com.
All right, yeah, I'll be there.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna try to do sell some of my stuff and get a table.
And by the way, this is going to be a lot bigger this year. We got a lot more space.
Tank Radio, you join me.
Hey, Frank! What's going on, sir?
Yeah, I should show the Jeep again. Here, it's actually my wallpaper here, just to make Frank salivate.
I'll tell you what, that is one incredible photographer right there. That's all I got
Yeah,
to say.
Michael took that. There you go, Frank.
And there's the live mic on his collar there.
Here, let's go smaller so you can see it, get the full view. There it is, Frank. You can dream about that tonight. Thanks for stopping by. All right, guys. Thanks. Sorry, Kelly. We went a little longer,
that's okay.
later than normal. But thanks
No
for
problem.
joining me.
Thank you very much for the invite. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
I'm looking forward already to next year. Thanks, everyone in chat. This is impressive. We got a bunch of you guys in here. Cliff, Scott, Frank, Smoking Ape, Cliff, Daryl. Thanks, guys, for joining us. And again, I'm here next Saturday. And if any of you guys want to get on and talk about something, hit me up. Let's do it. It's the Sunday Night Ragchew. I like to call the Ragchew Crew. This is
Yeah.
the first night of it.
There you go.
Hey, I know that there's a lot of YouTubers that are on the chat, and I don't have everyone's YouTube channel subscribed to, and I may not even know that your channel exists. So please email me a copy of, or email me a link to your YouTube channel, kc5amt@gmail.com. And same thing with photos. If you took photos yesterday of GoKit Challenge, send those as well.
Yeah, and then
Well-
Frank, you've got a video coming out. Is it coming out tomorrow on Tank Radio? That's going to take forever for the reply. Okay. So Tank Radio, so the Smoking Ape, Ham Radio Wilderness with Frank. Who am I missing?
Some guy named Getting Out Live.
Oh yeah, 8900 Live. I don't see Digital Rancher, but he's another good one.
Okay.
Ham Radio 2.0 was there.
Yep, Ham Radio
Yep.
2.0 was there, of course, and KMRD Ham Radio Tube was there. And
Tomorrow,
Tank.
too.
Okay, Tank. We'll be watching. In fact, I'm the first one that did the Tank Radio in the chat, so I'll be watching.
Oh, do that again.
No, I
Radio.
tried it yesterday. We went out all together to eat, and I was like, I can't go high pitched like that, man. I just can't do it. My voice will crack like a 10-year-old boy. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, you can't be stoned. Thanks.
Frank, we'll look forward to your video tomorrow, guys, and I'll see you guys on the other live streams. I love the community, so we'll see you there. And if you can next week, join me Sunday nights at 9 p.m. for my Sunday night Ragchew. Thanks again, guys. Take care. Have a good night. 73. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
All right, take care, y'all.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Hmm.